Hi, I'm Susan. Today I'm participating in the 50 Stack Challenge 7 hosted by Amy of Crafty Cat. And we're on prompts 23 and 24. And 23 is Christmas card or any kind of card you want to make. And I decided I'm going to do both of them in Christmas cards. And 24 is music. So I'm going to have a musical theme for this card. So I hope everybody's doing great. And without further ado, let's get started. Well, I am doing pretty good. I cannot complain. I have to get some cards made. So I am using, this image came from Ash and Fern, and they are the cutest. Now this is half size. I printed 2 to a page on this one, but they are adorable. I mean, this is just an idea of the images. This is full size here. Aren't those the cutest? And they're ladies, I think is the name of the kit, but it's Ash and Fern. And so I needed something a little smaller than that, and so I just did 2 to a page. I finally learned how to do that. I was so proud of myself. So I'm going to just make this Christmas card, and I'm just using this as scrapbook paper, and I don't know what kit this came from. This was just in my ephemera, so I thought I would use that. And this is, I think it's Vintage 717. I think it's the name of that. Gail Augustinelli always talks about it, and I had to go get some, and they're the cutest little labels. So I'm thinking of just something like that. I've already inked my items. I didn't want to ink too much because, you know, it's Christmas. It should be bright and pretty. But I did want to hide some of the edges. Now, I didn't bother about inking this one because I'm pretty happy with it the way it is. But my fussy cutting isn't always the best, so I am going to see where I want this. I'm thinking just kind of in the middle, just to give it a background. And that's the thing with Christmas cards. You can get as fancy or unfancy as you want to, or simple. I don't know if there's a word as unfancy. But you can get just as fancy or simple as you want. And I think with Christmas, they're all cute. Put that down. And I just use some cardstock. I'm going to have to change the blade in my cutter because it's kind of making it look jagged at times. I have to pull the little fuzzies off. And there. And there. And I think that is just as cute as it can be. Now I have a stamp for the center. Let me I need some kind of a cushion to print a stamp on. I'll just use my glue book just to give it some padding. It'll stamp better. And I'm just going with the season's greetings. I just want to make sure I got plenty of ink on this because I want it to stamp well. Try to line it up best I can. Push it down and just let it hold for a second so the ink has a chance to transfer to the paper. And there we go. And now I just used Distress Oxide Lumberjack plaid. I just think that looks very festive. And I do have a made for you, since this is a homemade card, that I am going to put on the back. And you don't have to worry so much about these. These stamp pretty well. And I will sign it. And I think I'm just going to use, if I can find my color. That's red. just sign the back. And of course my pen doesn't want to write. Time to hit the garbage. I don't hold on to stuff that don't work. So let's see if I can. I like this one better anyway. It's got glitter. And I think that is adorable. And I did an envelope to match. So we have got card number 1. Now for card number 2. Since music is the theme, I got some music paper to put in the background. This was just a scrap I had that I thought would be pretty and festive. And I have got this cute Santa playing an accordion. I've got some bells. And this song's from a modern Santa Claus. So I thought all that musical stuff sounded good. And this came from, let's see the name. I wrote it down. It's 3 Wishes Co-Store. And it's like, you spell out the word 3 Wishes, C-O-S-T-O-R-E. And they're cute. They had, let's see here, carolers. And now these are bigger, but they also had the smaller ones that you could print out too. And oh, that's the other ones, but they have some cute I know I've got more than just that one, but these are just so cute. I'm sorry, I've got a lot of fussy cutting I need to be doing. I've got other images from other people. Here we go. Aren't those the cutest? I got here's the bigger Santa, but they came in 2 different sizes. I didn't have to do 2 a page on these, but I just think they're so pretty. And I got those because I want to do those houses that Nancy Piter has been doing, had done, you know, in the past. And I needed some carolers and Christmas folks, so I have to stay away from Etsy because I come out with a lot sometimes. I love paper, and I just fall in love with so many images. But at least you get to keep printing them over and over again. Okay, I'll put that, and I will trim that off just a bit. But be sure and check out Amy's channel, like Crafty Cat, and check out the hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 7. I hope she'll keep doing this. I really enjoy it. We usually, I mean, this is the 7th one she's done, and she usually keeps it going, and just gives us a couple week, break in between. And I am happy with that. Okay, so I'm going to have him standing on that to kind of ground him. And I'm going to put that right up in there. And I'm going to put the bells in the corner. And I like that. I think that's cute. And these are so simple. The worst is the fussy cutting to me. And just deciding on what you want to go with it. My kitty cat. Because I like having to go through my ephemera and trying to find pieces. I need more greenery for ephemera that's just plain without pictures, for things like this. And I probably have it. I've probably already used it. But I just... making any cards fun. I don't do enough of it. I don't send enough out. But I think that's adorable. And one once again, I'm just going to use the Season's Greetings. And I generally like to put my pad to my stamp like this. I usually give it a good rub and then I'll pat it. That's why I regret buying the big archival ink. I like it, but it's just that I can't take it to the ink and to the stamp as well. Okay, then I just press it down for a few seconds. And there we go. Cute. And I will do the, once again, and I will sign it. And once again, I wished I had some more of that paper, but I didn't. But I got some coordinating paper. I'll decorate your envelopes too. So this was short but sweet. At least it was for you. It took a while for me to go through all of my stuff. I've been working on it for about 2 days, cutting and stuff. And then I cut out the images, the big images on these, and they were just too big. And that's when I had to learn how to do 2 to a page. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and ring that bell so you can be notified when I upload new content. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Y'all have a great and wonderful day. Take care. I love you. Be sure and check out Amy's channel at Crafty Cat, and be sure and check out the hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 7 to see what everyone else has made. So y'all, I love you. Bye y'all.